It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Now Chubb running right. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They run it again with Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Well, Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Well, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Check 52. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Watson. Will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Now Watson. He's looking deep for Bell. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 18. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A beautiful fake, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They find some open field here. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 34 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin this drive with Chubb, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's got him in, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. This complete to David Bell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So the completion good for just 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, Watson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Let's go now. 19, 18. Hey, check right 39. Check right.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check right 39. Check 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Watch twist. Watch twist. Undercrunch. 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 Check 13.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
He's looking deep for Bell. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Now, I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Elam, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards. The pickup, first down. On the give, this is Harris. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
46, boys, 46.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing is Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Watson on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Watson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On fourth down, Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. To the air yet again, Watson. And that nearly their first pick of the game. But it falls down to the ground incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll send Brown in motion right. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. to throw. Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's put that team on the buck. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. They're going to need some therapy after this. Check 43. Bronco 80. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. On first down, Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith from 21 yards away. And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Watson forced out to his left. And this one too low.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Watson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from the 20. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up without another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Hurts steps away. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to his left. Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Browns. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Boy, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watson. He's got him in. Complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front.
Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And some room to maneuver. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
46, 46.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They'll try to run with Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.